Welcome to our YouTube channel. It's another weekly analysis. Today's date is 24th of November 2024. The analysis I'll be making today will be for 25th of November till 29th of December. What I will be using as my baseline for the coming week. And normally we do in our weekly analysis. We talk about what happened in the market, what we expect of the market, or what I expect in the market the previous week, and what actually comes to fruition at the end of the week. What I mentioned will happen in the market before the coming week. So, without wasting much of our time, because this video is not going to be long, I'll try my best not to make it long. So, I'll be going into my dollar index, which happens to be my baseline. As of last week, I was interested in the market visiting the market price visiting 107.400, which has been taken here, and 108 big figure, which was also delivered beautifully just immediately after the market price has pierced through this buy side liquidity and this as well. So I have had this CB, this monthly CB, on my chart for a while, so it has been on my radar, and the market price has digged into it. So let's bring it out. Let's say the monthly chart, the origin of the so this is the CB here. So this is the monthly CB here. So the market price, we've seen the market price walked into it. So what I'll be expecting the coming week. Personally, I'll be watching what will happen after the market price has traded into this CB, this sorry, CB, not BC, the monthly CB, not BC. So this is a CB, not a BC, because it's a sell side imbalance, buy side inefficiency. Let me make an adjustment there. So it's a monthly CB, sell side imbalance, buy side inefficiency. So the coming week, I'll be expecting, on the long term, I'll be expecting what the market price will do at the consequence encroachment of this CB. So I'll be making my decision on 108 big figure, and if you can see a movement into 109 big figure, 108 to 109 sorry. Also, I'll be able to bear a retracement into the 106,500 level. So 106,500 level, I'll be able to bear a retracement into that level. The moment 106,500 gives way, then I'll be interested in the market visiting or working towards 105,000. But the moment 106,500 does not give way to the downside, I'll be going into 109 and 110 big figure. So that is what I'll be watching on the longer term. So without wasting much of our time, I'll be going into the GBP USD, which is our cable. As of last week, I was interested in 1.25,000, and if you can see a movement into 1.24459. Yes, 1.24459. Which happens to be the low of that candle. The low of this candle here. The candle that's formed on the 9th of May. The low here is 1.24459. So the market price has delivered up to this level. The low of this candle comes in at, the last candle comes in at 1.25763. 1.25763. And I was watching 1.2500. Sorry, 1.25,000. Sorry. So, okay, let's do this. Let me mark this. This is 24,459. 59. 25,000. Which has been delivered. So 25,000 has been delivered. 1.25,000 has been delivered, and I'll be watching 1.24459 the coming week. I think this one should go up the charts. So the coming week, I'll be interested in the market revisiting 1.25,000, 1.25,000, and 1.24459. So 1.25,000, 1.24459, 1.24459, 1.24459 has a set side liquidity below it. So I'll be watching it. I had interest in it. Also, I'll be willing to bear a retracement up to 1.26 or thereabouts, 1.26,000 or thereabouts. So if you could see a movement into 1.26,000, no problem. So the 1.26,000 level should serve as a kind of resistance to the price, to the market price. Let me put it that way. We should not see 1.27,000 delivered so soon. Then I'll be going into my Euro USD, which is the fiber. And the fiber, I was interested in 1.04500. Yes, 1.04500 and 1.0400. I think so. So let's see. So the two levels are 1.04500, 04500. It has been delivered. Then 1.0400. So 1.04,000. Sorry, 1.04,000. It has also been delivered. I'm not sure that is a coincidence. Or is that a coincidence? No. So what I'll be watching the coming week. Since we have 0.4500 taken and 0.4000 taken, I'll be watching if we could get a movement into 1.03,000 the coming week. Yes, if we could get a movement into 1.03,000, and I'll be able to bear a retracement into 1.05,000. So 1.05,000 should serve as a resistance for fiber in order to deliver 1.03,000. Am I clear enough? Sorry. So this one has been delivered. Let me take it off the mark of it. This has been delivered. Let me take it off. This has been delivered. Let me take it off for me to have a cleaner chart. So I'll be making decision with the weekly volume imbalance in the future. So this is not your normal support and resistance or your what is it called? Supply and demand charts. So we are through with it. Let's go to our S&P 500. Last week on S&P 500, I was interested in S&P 500 delivering up to 6,000 on the longer term. But I was expecting a market reaction up to 5750. Yes, 5750 or 60 or 5600. So that is if we could see a lower movement. If you could see a lower movement, but I had an interest in 6,000. I have an interest in 6,000 level, because I was watching if this imbalance, this BC here, buy side imbalance, sell side inefficiency, I said if it should give way and goes below the consequence encroachment, which is the midpoint of it, then I'll be interested in the market going down up to 5600. but the market price has refused to see below that line. So I was expecting 56. I was expecting 6,000. So I was expecting 6,000. So 6,000 fall short of some P or some handles. So the coming week, I'll be expecting 6,000 to be delivered. 6,000 has been my main interest, because I'm not calling the crash of the stock market. So 6,000 still remains my interest the coming week, until the market price says something else. So on US30, last week I was interested in 45,000. If you should see, the same thing applies. If you should see the market price trade below this midpoint of this BC, I'll be expecting what? 42,000. I'll be expecting 42,000. But the market price was able to take that low. That's the midpoint of the BC happens to be the support to the market price. So we are seeing a movement into 45,000. So I'll be sticking to 45,000 to be delivered. The high of this candle comes in at 44,365. Yes, 44,365. So I'll say, okay, let me do this. Let me change this to 45. 44 has been my interest, but it has been delivered. So we'll go for 45,000. So let's say the market price delivering 45,000. Okay, let me put it this way. The Fibonacci retracement level you are seeing here, this line, and this line. So I'm measuring the daily range. So I was expecting the daily range, since I'm bullish on the market, so I'm expecting the daily range to go at least up to the middle, as in the 50% level of the whole range, then delivers into 45,000. So the 50% level here, the 0.5 level here, is also closer to this yellow line here, which happens to be the midpoint, the consequent encroachment of the BC. So that is that. The same thing you are seeing on my S&P 500 is for the same purpose and having the same premise in mind. So we should be able to see 44,000. We should be able to take out 44,500 and 45,000 in the nearest future. So enough of that. Then you go to our Nasdaq US 500, US Tech. They are all of the same family. On Nasdaq was able to see below the 50%. The consequent encroachment of the BC, of its own BC. So I'm interested in 21,000 on Nasdaq. On Nasdaq, I'm interested in 21,000 and a movement into this CB here. So I'm interested in 21,000 on Nasdaq. 21,000. So movement into our gold. Last week I was interested in, I think, 2,500 and 24.50. Yes, I was interested in 2,500 and 24.50. We couldn't see a movement downwards. It has been running. So it went as far as 2,700. That was the initial movement in there. Though I have 2,800 on my radar. So 2,800 has been on my radar. The market price has traded into 2,700. So I'll be sticking to 2,800. So last but not the least, BTC. On BTC, I was interested in 95,000 to 100,000. So we are seeing and the I okay, the I so far was 99,804. So we should be seeing 100,000 on BTC soon. So we should be seeing 100,000 on BTC. So 95 to 100. So at this session, I'll be calling it the day. Thank you for being part of the family. Thank you for coming this far with us. And a quick disclaimer before I leave. Everything I mention in this lesson is for educational purpose alone. I'm not a licensed financial advisor, so I'm not asking anybody to go into the market and start trading with his or her real money. The fact that I put my own money behind it does not mean you should do the same thing. Trading the forex markets comes with risk that you should be able to decide on your own and know your risk and have the right risk appetite. So thank you once again for being part of the family. We hope and pray we grow together in the forex market and every other related market. Trade responsibly. Bye for now and be safe.